Hi, everybody. All right, last we left off, I just applied that really dark acrylic paint to the glare shield area. So after that, put the canopy on. Uh, the instructions next are to scribe a line, which you see me doing there. So there's a 7/8 inch area at the very bottom front of the canopy, and that's what we're going to be uh, fiberglassing in. So you scribe a 7/8 inch line around the entire front. You apply high quality electrical tape above that line, at least a couple of layers, that way to protect the rest of the canopy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start prepping. So, first step is you need to go around the sides and file the crap out of the canopy, right near where you can see me working there. And you can see I'm putting some extra duct tape for protection. The idea is that as the canopy wraps around the side, you want the fiberglass to be one smooth line from the canopy to the frame without any bubbles or weirdness. So here, I've got some pictures. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as you come around the side, that is just a flat piece of aluminum. You can see that obviously as the canopy comes down, it has to sort of then angle out to meet the canopy frame. Great. As you move around the side, you can see it actually gets flat. Okay. And here we go. As you get too far around the side, you can see it actually bubbles out. Doesn't really bubble out, it just sort of sticks out. So what the instructions say to do is to get a file and or sandpaper and file down the edges of the canopy down there until it's flat all the way around. So that's what you see me doing here, and that's what I'm going to be doing for this video, is basically just sanding the crap out of it. And let me tell you, that is some nerve-wracking stuff, because it's a lot of, it's not a little bit of material that you're taking off there. It's a lot. So filing it is just like, holy crap, am I killing my plane or what? So yeah, it's a nerve-wracking thing. And you just go over it. So you just file, then take your guide and see, is it flat? One piece of advice I would do is kind of like when you're sanding off, like when people do propeller work, right? You just mark with a pen the high spots, and then you sand until the pen marks are gone. I do the same thing here. So I just go over with the little gauge, and wherever I can see that there's a spot I'm missing, just mark it with a Sharpie, and then start filing again. Not only does it help you take the material off the areas where it needs it the most, but that also helps you hone your filing skills, because obviously if you think you're filing in an area that's marked and it's not taking the markings off, you're not actually filing in that area, are you? So there's that. All right, updates. Well, the update is, look at all that crack. Hey, look, you got to give me a little bit of leeway, okay? I've lost 20 pounds, and so now my pants are falling off. So now there's crack even when I'm standing up straight. So, all right. Once you're done scuffing both sides and it leads to a nice straight line between the canopy and the frame, what we're going to do is we're going to put the second line of tape on, which just magically appeared there, and that is now the forward line of where the fiberglass is going to go. With that in place, we can now scuff both the canopy and the frame. We're going to use some 80 grit sandpaper because we want this thing to be really scuffed, right? We're trying to create a ton of surface area so that the epoxy and the resin can bond. The way that you put on the front line, so the line along the canopy obviously is just that 7/8 inch scribed line. The the line around the front on the canopy frame is a two-step combination of a 2-inch scribe that you use in the very front that goes basically off of the back line. And then once you get to a certain point, you actually use a paper template that comes in the plans to then scribe the line down the side. Naturally, I couldn't find that piece, so I had to get online and found a copy of it and then printed it out. Of course, I had to print out 16 pages. If you look down on the floor behind me there, you can see a big paper cutout with a bunch of tape all over it. I had to print out 16 pages on my laser jet and then do it in poster mode and tape them together to actually make all the parts. So that template has a bunch of stuff. It's got It's got the little templates for the side to show you where to scribe the line, but it also has the templates for all of your side pieces, because there are some curved pieces of fiberglass that we're going to wind up cutting later. So you need to have that whole template anyway. So that's a lot of fun. Okay, so once we're done scuffing everything up, canopy comes off. And the next thing that we're going to do before we get, because we're basically prepping for fiberglass here. You can see I've got my temporary CO2 gas set up because I still don't have a compressor that works. We are dimpling those side skins that go onto the side of the canopy that are going to surround the bottom of or it goes on the canopy frame, surrounds the canopy. In the next video, what we're actually going to do is rivet all this together and then put the canopy on and put all the screws and everything in place. It's going to be fantastic. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Hope you're having a good week. See you soon.